We're live, Mr. Yusuf Chowdhury.
Are we live? One second, gotta respond to this one person here. 1 second.
No problem. You respond. I'll give a quick introduction, guys. Welcome back. This is Imran Nanlawala. I'm here with Yusuf Chowdhury, and this is a digital learning partner series. We have just concluded our series on WordPress website development. Before that, we had a series for small business owners during the time of COVID. And now we're introducing a new series, which is going to be a multiple week series. It's going to go on for a while, and it's going to all be about SEO.
By the way, bro, did you share the live streaming on Facebook?
I did not, my man.
Go ahead, my man, so I can share it.
Give me 1 second, my brother. Which yeah, I don't really like Facebook's new
layout.
Yeah, I don't like it, man. I don't like the interface. So I shared it. It didn't even give me the option to put in like text to like write something with it. So it automatically shared it to my personal profile.
Oh, you went to your personal? I thought it's gonna go to your digital partner.
Well, this is live on Digital Learning Partners. If you go to Digital Learning Partners, this is live.
It's not showing up, so let me refresh it.
I don't know, brother. I think.
Oh, there you go. There you go. I see it now. Yeah, Facebook sucks anyway. Hey, Mark Zuckerberg, you suck.
I think it's about to crash.
It's gonna shut down, right?
So Yusuf, we got done with WordPress.
Yeah.
We had that 4 to 5 week series for small business owners and moving to all things digital during the time of COVID. So now new series, SEO. So what does SEO stand for? SEO? What is it?
SEO stands for selling enormous octopus. You're like, oh my god.
Not sure where you were gonna go with that, but so
enormous brings a lot of benefits. It's huge, right? So yeah. I mean, the standard definition. I mean, SEO stands for search engine optimization.
So search engine optimization, and would you say that this is a natural fit or a successor for our WordPress series?
Well, first of all, you have to understand that everything is on the internet. Like we look for products, services, website on the internet, right? The almost 80% or maybe even 90% of the search is done on Google, right? So what is Google? The first question is, what is Google? What is Yahoo? What is Bing? Like, what are these things? You know, these are software, right? These are software, web software that is attached to the internet with a lot of servers and data, right? So in a short term, we call these what? Search engine. So Google is a search engine. Yahoo and Bing and so forth, these are search engine, correct? So when we add the addition of the word, when we add optimization, like, you know, search engine optimization, what we're trying to say is that you are basically putting some sort of you're applying some sort of guideline based on Google and Bing and Yahoo or any of the search engine out there. When you build the website, how you're supposed to build the backend, right? So there's a factors that you have to build on the backend, and the other factors that if you implement it outside the website, which is called off-page SEO, this will enhance and will optimize your web pages to be basically visible and shown to the target audience. Make sense? So the SEO deals with the internet, or specifically with the search engine, in terms of how to help your website to be shown to the target audience, right? So that's kind of in a nutshell.
So to answer your question in a more summarized way, the question was, is this a natural successor to our WordPress series? It is, because now that you've built your website and you've understood your customers, you want to make sure you're ranking and showing up in search engine searches, and that your website is optimized for these searches, if that's correct.
You're absolutely correct. But also remember, when we started the first session about, you know, what is digital marketing and how to build your online presence, right? So within the digital marketing, you have different areas, you know, from product service to web to social to email marketing to online ads to search engine to branding, so many things. that involves within the subject of digital marketing, right? So in the beginning, we kind of talked about in general, like where business need to start.
Right.
After that, we kind of picked one subject, which is because we're going to build on a WordPress. So we talked about that. And now we decided to talk about the search engine, because the amazing thing about the search engine, even though we are in 2020, the majority of the people and businesses still don't understand how this thing works. And especially Google constantly updating their algorithm, adding new things. For example, like a voice search, which is a new thing. I mean, it started in 2012, but not too many businesses are paying attention to it, right? I mean, we do it with our clients. We explain to them how this voice search, you need to get into it quick. When the mobile, what do you call it? The mobile responsive design came out several years ago, that's another thing we kind of push through. Like we're telling clients, you got to get into this, because if you don't, you're going to be too late, right? So we picked the subject of the search engine because it deals with organic things. What I mean by that, the process is so, I don't want to say complicated, but it's so detailed and technical. There are things we can do it on the page, which is done once, except for the blogging material. Then there are things that you have to do it outside of the website, right? And this will help the Google to basically push more traffic, more visibility. And imagine if you end up being on the front page of Google for relevant key phrases and search terms and the questions, like in thousands. That means organically you're getting all this traffic, you're getting all these customers, you're getting all these audiences that will help you not to even invest in ads anymore eventually. You know what I mean? Even though I have some clients that actually do everything. They do the whole marketing, like with email, with search, even ads. But at the end of the day, if you look at the numbers, the organic SEO brings more profit. You know what I mean? So the subject that we're going to cover starting next week. So for example, we're going to talk about what is SEO, why it matters. We're going to talk about what is an on-page SEO and off-page SEO. We're going to talk about why voice search matters. We're going to talk about what are the 4 essentials of the SEO principles. What are the Google factors? What is a keyword? How to perform useful or effective keyword research. What keyword tools we can use. How to distribute the keyword within the content of the website. What is a local SEO? What is Google algorithm updates? What is the best link building strategy? What are the types of the links? Why content matter? And best free and premium SEO tools. So these are some of the subject, but it can be expanded because some of these subjects can have sub subjects, right? So we might go into a lot of details, but I'll do my best to kind of simplify it and explain it because they're all important, right? So initially we're going to focus on the on-page and all the technicality and whatnot. Then after that, we're going to talk about the off-page strategies when it comes to the search engine. And the whole objective, you can also talk about the benefits, like how this is beneficial, like why it matters. Having a website that is not properly optimized means your target audience won't be able to find it. Google's not going to index it properly. And you're not going to basically give what the customer needs, right? So there are a lot of benefits. We can also address that and talk about it as well. You know what I mean?
Cool. So, guys, there you have it. This was just a quick introduction on the new series. As Yusuf very descriptively mentioned, SEO is very important. In some ways, it's more important than paid advertisement if you're utilizing it the right way. And he gave a very thorough breakdown in terms of the multiple different items within SEO we're going to be discussing week by week. So it's going to be same time every Sunday, 4 p.m. Central. And this will probably last, Yusuf, what would you say, a good at least 5 to 7 weeks?
Probably more. Depends. We'll see. We'll see how much, because I have a lot of material to share. And at the same time, we're not saying all the other, the digital market element is not important. It is. Like the ads is also important. The social is also important. But what we're trying to, me and Imran, what we're trying to do, we're trying to give you kind of the whole spectrum of digital marketing, but in a kind of simplified way, because we want you to understand these, right? I mean, some of the tasks within the search, like you can pick and see which one you can do it by yourself, because there's some of them are technical, but you have to understand what do all these terminologies and all these technique mean, where to get the resources for updates, what do we need to focus on. I mean, it's very important, because the cool thing about the SEO that everything is around it. Like the social can be the social organic posting can be considered a social signal that can contribute to the SEO, right?
Hmm.
The link building, the conversation, the content on external side. There's so many ways that can help you site to organically, eventually, to basically get all the organic traffic, the targeted traffic, so you can get that phone calls. But the thing is, because it's organic, it takes time. It can take like 6 months, 9 months, 1 year, 2 year, and it depends on the type of the business. If you're like a local business, it can take like 6 to 9 months to a year. If you're like a nationwide, then that's going to probably take longer. Plus, it's going to be more expensive. And if you're done with the world, internationally, it's possible, but that also going to be super expensive.
All right, man. I think that's a pretty good enough introduction to the series. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you as always for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week at 4 o'clock.
All right, everybody. Thank you.